banget 3 detik udah kayak 1 jam anjir.
Iya udah lepas mouse lu. Nggak usah gerak.
Samsung Galaxy Prime siapa ya?
Samsung Galaxy Prime.
Kebangetan dah namanya, nama ini loh.
Biasa dosen nggak ngerti rename pasti.
Diamin dulu nih ya. Lu yang aja ceda ya. Udah gue jadiin kolesterol.
Mana ini ada yang join?
Biasa telat.
Keluar-keluar doang kemarin nanti.
Nah, kemarin keluar-keluar.
Iya.
Gimana?
Kan kaget tuh kok dibatalin gitu. Pokoknya kayak kepengen mau kan.
Oh. 11.30 ya selesai. targetnya.
Target 14 itu. Ya, lu paling 14-20 atau nggak 14-15 udah bisa kelar.
Baby. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said, pentakill. Bener-bener. Ntar gue kayak kadian. Gempa ya? Aneh banget tadi gue gempa ya tadi.
Aku nggak berasa gerak ya.
Tapi dia bilang, kok gempa?
Kiri kali.
Maklum tinggi. Itu juga serem anjir kalau di atas sini sebenarnya.
Iya, kalau lo ngeliat dari bawah langsung.
Di
Aku
zoom
jahat.
aja relatifnya.
Ini
Gak usah berdiri-diri.
Saya sendiri.
ini di
Soalnya FBS kemarin gitu. Apa sih? Iya, FBS kemarin mintanya gitu.
Oke.
begini nih berarti nih ya.
Malah enak gue.
Ini udah maksimal nih zoom ini. Apa mau lagi?
Cukup kan?
Dua deh, Kak.
Nggak ada respon.
Suara gue dengeran nih.
Enggak, oke. Ini Kak Bayu nanya, Zuma udah cukup belum, Kak?
Hah?
Zuma udah cukup belum, Kak?
Oh. Zoom lagi lah dikit.
Bilang udah mentok.
Udah mentok katanya.
Ya udah nggak apa. Udah jelas sih kelihatan sih. Tapi ya udah. Gue ganteng banget ya.
Bahkan belum bisa lihat.
Gue kayak ini tahu potongan gue kayak Levi.
Latif nggak bisa lihat muka lu. Oh bisa ya dari tab ya?
Kan tiba-tiba kita muncul.
Latif kok mic-nya mati?
Oh iya.
Oh enggak deh.
Oh enggak. Oh udah.
Lu cross dress aja dah.
Ya kita event gitu. Yang ngajar Jepang apa Levi?
Iya, ya rambut Levi lah bisa lah.
Learning English with Levi Ackerman. Learning Japanese with Levi.
Oke, iklan aja ya, gue males nyapa-nyapa dah.
Ya boleh tuh.
Gue udah sidain videonya kok, yang dari IG.
Dari mana?
Dari IG.
Dari IG. Ada. Lalu aja.
Ya udah mulai ditampilin aja, gue admit semua.
Describing.
Ya.
Oke.
Lula mana ya? Hei Lula. Hai Sia. Hai, apa kabar? Udah lama banget kita ketemu. Iya udah lama banget. Jadi gimana? Ada apa? Gue kan lagi nyari kerja. Nah, gue udah nyoba untuk tes TOEFL karena di persyaratan untuk masuk kantor tuh sekarang harus pakai tes TOEFL itu dan minimal skornya harus 450. Gue udah nyoba, ternyata dapat lembaga yang palsu, jadi nggak resmi. Jadi gue ngerasa kayak, gue harus cari lembaga di mana lagi nih yang terpercaya. Takut kena tipu lagi soalnya lah.
Oh, jadi lo lagi butuh nih ya lembaga yang mengeluarkan TOEFL tapi yang bersertifikat asli?
Betul banget lah.
Kalau gitu, PT Pelayanan Bahasa UNJ memiliki TOEFL yang bekerja sama dengan IAIF.
IAIF itu apa sih lah?
IAIF atau Indonesia International Education Foundation itu yang memegang lisensi dari ITS Amerika. Jadi pasti percaya banget.
Wah gitu ya, jadi gue bisa deh ya. nyoba di sini karena percaya banget pasti.
Betul. Nah, sekarang UPT Pelayanan Bahasa UNJ sedang menyelenggarakan TOEFL.
Wah, serius?
Yuk, sekarang kita lihat aja langsung. Nah, ini dia nih, Syif, ruang proktornya.
Proktor ini bertugas untuk mengawasi jalannya tes dan dibantu oleh tim IT untuk membantu peserta yang mengalami kendala. Jadi nggak perlu khawatir kalau teman-teman merasakan kendala saat tes, karena pasti kami bantu.
Nah, jadi itu dia tuh prosedur tes di UPT Pelayanan Bahasa UNJ. Menurut lu gimana?
Wah, keren banget sih, Wak. Fix banget gue bakalan daftar abis ini di LCU buat tes TOEFL.
Nah, TOEFL itu kan banyak banget nih lembaganya. Tapi pastiin lembaga yang lo pilih itu memiliki lisensi dari ITS.
Wah, gitu ya? Oke deh, pasti sih, Wak.
Iya, nah kalau misalnya mau daftar, silahkan langsung aja klik languagecenter.unj.ac.id.
Oke.
Oh, hi Daria. How have you been doing? I'm so happy to see you here again. I miss you so much.
Hello Nabila, good morning. I'm so glad to hear you. Yeah, I've been doing really well. Like yesterday I moved from a beach house to the house in the city in Jogja, so it's really amazing now, so I can walk around. It's really cool. And what about you? How you've been doing during the isolation?
I've been doing great too. I'm just sleeping, eating, and then cooking sometimes. And of course, I'm doing my online class too, and just repeat it every day. And how's about your daily activities at home?
Yeah, and talking about my daily activities, usually I'm cooking in the morning and then eating a lot and reading the books and doing my online classes and sometimes doing exercises when I have enough power because I'm so lazy lately. But I really enjoy my online classes because what I noticed that kind of learning is much more productive for me than offline learning. Yeah, what about you? What you've been doing lately?
I'm doing exercises at the morning, but not every day, just if I want. And I'm I have memorized endless list of vocabulary before. I have learned endless grammar rules. But why? I still find myself at a loss when wanting to speak correct English. Why I'm not able to speak English? Why my English is not improving? Are you facing this situation too? Then you should come and make your language breakthrough with LCU's English learning system. No need to go outside, just learn at home by online. You can learn practical conversations and start speaking English in minutes. Sign up now. Spend your time productively and get started on your dream of learning English. Click link in the bio and I'll see you in LCU.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang semuanya. Selamat siang Bapak Ibu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Maaf, kamera ya Mbak, ini internetnya nggak stabil.
Ya, baik. Selamat datang di Yuk Belajar Bahasa Daring Bahasa Inggris semuanya. Sebelumnya perkenalkan, nama saya Andara selaku host yang akan membantu jalannya acara ini. Lalu di sini ada juga tutor kita yaitu Kak Latif. Halo Kak Latif.
Halo Kandara, bagaimana kabarnya Kandara?
Baik, alhamdulillah. Kak Latif gimana nih kabarnya?
Alhamdulillah juga Kandara. Siap nih kita untuk belajar?
Siap dong, harus siap ya semuanya ya.
Iya dong.
Oke, untuk pelajaran kita hari ini kita bakal membahas tentang apa nih Kak Latif?
Oh ya, untuk kali ini kita akan mencoba belajar describing things. We're going to try to describe a person, place, and activity.
Oke, kalau gitu, Kak Latif udah siap untuk mulai aja nih? Siap
Siap.
ya, Bu semua mungkin juga sudah siap nih. Bisa sebelum kita mulai, mohon semuanya untuk nyalakan kamera nih. Tapi kalau misalnya lagi berhalangan untuk menyalakan juga tidak apa-apa. Baik, kalau gitu tanpa berlama-lama, langsung aja kita mulai kegiatan hari ini. Kepada Kak Latif, saya persilahkan.
Okay, thank you very much, Kak Andara, for the introduction. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat siang, Bapak Ibu sekalian. Perkenalkan, saya Latif. Saya hari ini akan menjadi mentor di mana kita akan mencoba belajar bahasa Inggris. So, welcome back to our program of Yuk B2D atau Yuk Belajar Bahasa Daring. Semoga Bapak dan Ibu semua dalam keadaan sehat dan siap belajar. Oke, kita bisa langsung masuk ke slide selanjutnya. Karena sebelum kita mulai, seperti biasa, mungkin Bapak Ibu sudah tahu kita mempunyai maskot, yaitu Jolie. Semoga Jolie di sini bisa membantu Bapak Ibu sekalian untuk belajar bahasa Inggris yang menyenangkan. Oke, langsung kita lanjut ke slide-nya. Tidak apa-apa, Bu Susi. Baik, sebelum kita mulai, maybe I want to ask some participants about their day. Is everyone here ready to learn? How did your day go? Bagaimana kalian Bapak Ibu sekalian? Jadi mungkin, is there any volunteer that wants to tell us about their day? How is it going? And if you are ready to learn or not? Bagaimana Bapak Ibu? Atau mungkin Pak Aldi? Mr. Aldi, would you like to tell us about your day so far? Yes, Pak Aldi, it's all right.
I think it's bored.
It's good?
I think the day is bored.
Oh, it's boring for you. What have you been doing so far, Pak Aldi?
Sorry.
What have you been doing? Pak Aldi lagi ngapain nih tadi? Kenapa bosan?
Gimana ya?
Maybe teaching or making materials?
Nothing sih.
Just sitting around maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Fridays free.
Oh, Fridays off day for you. Okay, so Pak Aldi, are you ready to learn today? Siap belajar nggak, Pak?
Kurang jelas.
Kurang jelas. Are you ready to learn today, Pak Aldi?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, that's great to hear. Thank you so much, Pak Aldi. Okay, maybe I want to ask Mrs. Hudi Yakti. Bu Hudi, are you ready to learn? Can you tell us a bit about your day?
How is my day today?
Yes, Miss Hudi.
My day today, I think it's a busy day.
Oh, busy. What did you do, Miss Hudi?
Because I have classes from 8 to 12. And then there's someone, not someone, there's a class of Papua student who asked me to give them some tutorial in Mandarin. And then I joined this. And then I will have another class, maybe an hour later.
Oh, you still have class after this?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds very packed, Miss Hudi. But you are ready to learn now, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Hudi. We've seen that Miss Hudi is very busy, but she's still ready to learn. So hopefully, everyone in this room is also ready to learn. Maybe before I continue, I could ask one more person before we start our lesson today. How about Miss Susie? Miss Susie, are you there? Can you tell us how your day is going?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Susie, we can hear you.
I think today is a nice day. Nice day.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just like usual. Every day is nice day.
Yes. What did you do today, Miss Susie?
Teaching.
Teaching, and then?
Mandarin, yes. This morning I have a class, a Mandarin class. But For the weather today, it's rather hot, but now it looks like rain will come.
Oh yeah, it's cooling down now, right, Miss Susie?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Miss Susie, are you ready to learn today?
Of course.
Okay,
Of
that's
course.
great to hear, Miss Susie. Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Miss Susie, for sharing with us. So everyone is, alhamdulillah, ready to learn. So let's begin with our lesson. Let's move on to our first slide. So today, we're still learning about refreshing English, but we're going to try and learn about describing things. We're going to try to describe something, someone, or an activity. Okay, let's move on to our first slide. So what is describing? Describing can be defined as giving details about a person, a thing, or event. You can describe when telling someone what your outfit looks like, what we are wearing right now. That counts as describing. For example, maybe we can see from the picture, there is someone there that I'm not going to explain more. Does anyone would like to try first to describe him? Maybe his outfit, his hair, his gender, because maybe we don't know about anything about him. Does anyone here wants to try describing the person in the picture just from what we are able to see? Yang kita bisa lihat nih, apa yang kita bisa describe dari gambar itu? Okay, maybe yes. Susie wants to try? Yes.
Susie. Cute face.
Face?
Yes. It's his or her. Cute.
Oh, it's cute.
Face.
Yes, it's like like. Okay, what else, Miss Susie? Can you tell us about him?
The hair.
The hair is
messy.
a little messy and long.
Messy.
Yeah, it's messy and a bit long for a child. Okay, maybe Miss Susie?
Maybe another.
Yes, maybe someone else would like to add. What can you add from Miss Susie's description of the picture?
He wears an casual outfits today.
Oh, casual outfit, Miss Era. Why do you say that it's casual? Why is it not formal? Why do you say that?
Because he wears jeans, a jeans jacket.
Yes, that's right. So Miss Era is right. The boy is wearing a casual outfit because it's not formal. When you go to a meeting, you don't wear a jean jacket. So jean jacket is considered casual or informal. Anything else, Miss Era, that you could find or identify?
That boy.
How old do you think this boy is? Yes, Miss Era?
Very cool.
Oh, it's very cool. Yes, with the glasses and jean jacket, it's quite cool. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Era. Okay, now let's move on to our second slide. So we tried describing, but let's try to learn what is the goal when we describe. So here's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. The purpose of describing object is to understand the characteristic of an object. So when we explain something, it's not only to other people, but also to ourselves. So we know about the characteristic of something. When we describe, we need a sufficient vocabulary. We need to know a lot of words so we are able to describe. Okay, maybe let's move on to the practice on the next slide. Since this is only the goal. Okay, so on this slide, Bapak Ibu bisa melihat ada gambar rumah. There's a house here. There are some description here, which will, let's read first. Is there any volunteer that wants to read the description that are given? There's 3 description here. This one is only reading first. How about Miss Aprilia?
Yes.
Miss Aprilia, could you read the example description, the 3 example description?
Okay. It looks like simple. The house is too small. It feels cozy.
Excellent, Miss Aprilia. Do you agree with the description that we give?
I'm agree, but the second point, I think it's not too small. It's
It's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big, I think.
Yeah,
Not
if we have a house like this in Jakarta, it's really big.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very nice, I think.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much, Miss Aprilia. Okay, now let's try to give our own description about the house. Does anyone here wants to try to give a description of the house? Maybe Miss Aprilia, could you ask one of the other participant? Could you point out participant? Yes.
Maybe I can give my own opinion first, and then
Oh, sure.
I choose. Okay. The garden. Is it the garden or the yard?
It can apply to both, but I believe this will be yard.
Okay. The yard is very beautiful
Yes. Why do you say that, Miss Aprilia? Why is it beautiful?
because it's green.
Oh, it's green. It looks very
It's quite hard to find green things, green yard in Jakarta.
Yes, I agree. When you go out in Jakarta, there's so many, dying plants and the
Yeah.
pollution.
Only building, all things is buildings.
Yes, excellent observation, Miss Aprilia. Okay, thank you. So could you point out another participant?
Another, wait. Mm,
Anyone you like?
I think, is
Don't be
it
afraid.
Ibu or Bapak Axel Siregar?
Mr. Siregar, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Mister, could you try to give us an example on the picture? Describe the picture based on the example.
I describe the house as a comfortable one,
Okay.
especially with the windows and the chimney,
Yes.
along with gardens. Just like Ma'am Aprilia said, the green color, it gives a certain vibe.
The vibe it gives off is very nice, right?
Yes, something like that.
Do you agree with the sentence, the house is too small, or do you disagree?
Maybe I could say that the house is so-so, not that small, but not that big either.
Oh, medium size.
Yes, medium size.
Yes, I agree. It's not that small, but it's also not that big. Okay, thank you so much, Mister. Could you point out another participant? Last one for this one.
Maybe to Mr. Sigit.
Mr. Sigit, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Sigit. Could you describe to us the picture? Give us one example.
Okay, the house looks so homey, I think,
Oh, homey. Why do you think that?
because it's really nice, and I think it's very comfortable for the people who living there.
Yes, I agree. I think the chimney, right, Mister? It gives off a nice vibe. It's homey because of the chimney.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything else to add, Mister?
I think it's enough.
Okay, thank you so much, Mister.
That's all. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sigit. That was excellent. Okay, now we've tried. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now we're going to have some listening practice. So, Bapak Ibu sekalian, try to listen carefully, and then I'm going to ask some questions. We're going to listen to a conversation first, and then we can try to answer the questions. Okay, Mr. Bayu, could you play the audio?
Where do you live?
I live in Lhasa.
What color is your house?
It's yellow.
How many bedrooms in your house?
I have 2 bedrooms.
What other rooms do you have?
I have a dining room, a living room, a bathroom, and a kitchen.
Do you have a garden at your house?
Yes, I have a small garden in front of my house.
Who do you live with?
I live with my parents, a brother, 2 sisters and my grandfather.
Okay, so we've listened to the audio. Bapak Ibu sekalian, sudah cukup atau should we repeat it one more time? Is it enough? Or maybe one more time? Maybe one more time ya, Kak Bayu. Okay, let's try to listen one more time and prepare the answer.
Where do you live?
I live in Longsa.
What color is your house?
It's yellow.
How many bedrooms in your house?
I have 2 bedrooms.
What other rooms do you have?
I have a dining room, a living room, a bathroom, and a kitchen.
Do you have a garden at your house?
Yes, I have a small garden in front of my house.
Who do you live with?
I live with my parents, a brother, 2 sisters and my grandfather.
Okay, so we've repeat the conversation 2 times. So let's try to answer the question. The first question should be pretty simple because it's talking about, it's asking about what are they talking about. Does anyone here wants to answer? Anyone has the answer? We've talked about, rooms, conditions. So what could it be? Maybe how about Miss Ayu? Are you there, Miss Ayu? Okay, Miss Ayu is not here. How about Miss Ellie? Miss Ellie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Ellie, can you answer the first question?
What are they talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, they are talking about one house.
House?
We talked about it.
Yes.
One house and describing about what house.
And then besides that, what else? They talk about house, and then the picture. What are they talking about there? Parents, brothers. They're talking about
how many people how many people that in this house.
Yes, they're talking about the people that live in the house. So they're talking about family, keluarga yang tinggal. So they're talking about the house and then the family that they live with. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Ellie. That was great.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Could you point out another participant, Miss Ellie, to answer the second question?
Yeah, Mr. Aldi, maybe, please.
Okay, Mr. Aldi, are you ready?
What other rooms does we have in the house? Dining room.
Yes, and then?
Bedroom, living, and
one more? A place where we gather, where we watch the TV with the family. Does it ring a bell? It's the living room. Yes, correct. So living room. Could you repeat it, Paldi? The 4 rooms there are in the house.
Dining room, living room,
bedroom, and then somewhere you cook.
Kitchen.
Okay, excellent, Mr. Aldi. So there's 4 rooms that we're talking about: a kitchen, bedroom, dining room, and living room. Okay, excellent. For the last question, could you point out another participant, Pak Aldi?
Okay, Ibu Di.
Okay. Are you there, Ibu? Miss Hudi?
Ibu Hudi.
Yes.
Sorry, ini lagi ngaco.
Yeah. It's all right, Miss Hudi.
Yes.
Could you answer the third question?
Does we have a big garden? Waduh, lupa tadi.
Maybe guess. Do you remember any part of the conversation?
I forgot it.
Okay, maybe another participant can help Miss Hudi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He has
Okay.
a
It
small
doesn't.
garden in front of house.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Bu Christine.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Hudi, the answer is correct. The answer is a small garden. So when they were describing the garden of the house, the speaker mentioned that he only has a small garden. Okay, that was excellent. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now when we want to describe something, we have to see it, right? So when we want to describe a place, we need to find object. Finding the object we are going to describe is very important. We cannot explain the features or inconvenience of an object if we don't see it, can we? Jadi kita harus melihat sesuatu untuk mendeskripsikannya agar deskripsinya itu pas. Okay, let's try to describe something on the next slide. Okay, so from what we studied, kita sudah belajar saat mendeskripsikan, we can either describe a person, an object, or an activity. So all three of those exist in this picture. So I want everyone to try and describe one of those. Either describe a person in the picture, or an object, or describe the activity that is going on. Okay, maybe I want to hear Miss Ellie. Miss Ellie, are you there? Maybe Miss Ellie has.
Yes. Ellie
Okay.
Christina, that's your name?
Yes, I can, Miss Ellie. Okay, Miss Ellie, do you want to try describing the picture, a person, object, or activity?
Which picture?
This picture, Miss Ellie.
The first time is the situation. Maybe is in the discussion, one discussion in the office.
Oh, yes. How can you say that, Miss Ellie? Why do you think that? What do you see that makes you think that?
There are 5 people there, and there's the
Yes,
they're sit down.
they're sitting, yes.
They're sitting on the what is a round table, maybe.
Yes, round table.
Yeah, round table, and one of them play.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe as the manager, or is the what is this?
He's leading the meeting, right?
Yeah. That's my.
Okay, that was excellent, Miss Ellie. So Miss Ellie is very correct. We can understand that this picture might be a meeting because we can see that they are sitting in a round table and someone is leading the meeting, standing up and then explaining, holding a tablet. So probably this is a meeting. That's an excellent observation, Miss Ellie. Okay, next, I want to hear Miss Susie. Miss Susie, could you try to describe maybe a person or an object? Because Miss Ellie already explained the activity.
How about if I say maybe this is a small class?
Oh, a small
Maybe
class.
Maybe.
Yeah, why do you say
The
that?
standing is the teacher, standing one, and the others the student. Maybe it's a kind of in company training, maybe
Training.
Foreign language class, maybe.
Okay, Miss Susie. I think no, that's a good observation. So you think this is a class because it is possible this could be class because they look like they are giving a training, and also the clothes that the guy is wearing, it looks like something that a student would wear. Maybe someone in UNJ, one of our students wears this.
Yes,
Okay.
maybe someone in student when the students teaching in company training.
Oh
Maybe
yes, that will
English training maybe
yes, that will be
or
very
Mandarin
cool.
training.
Teacher in training,
Yes.
future lecturer in UNJ.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Susi. Let's try one more person. How about Miss Ayu?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Miss Ayu. Could you try to describe an object in this picture?
An object in
Yes.
the picture.
Maybe the color or the characteristic that you can see.
The person.
Oh yeah, sure. You can describe a person.
There's two ladies joining this meeting, and then there are three men joining the meeting.
What
And
their clothes? Is it casual or maybe something else?
it's a bit formal, I guess.
Yes.
The ladies are wearing skirts, and then they have long hair. One is curly, and then the man is using trousers.
Yes.
With
Okay. Okay. That was a very good observation, Miss Ayu. So, if you were to pick, would you agree with the opinion of Miss Ellie or Miss Susi? Is this a classroom or a meeting?
Probably a meeting. Probably.
Why is that, Miss Ayu?
But if it is a meeting because they were wearing clothes that was formal. But I think what Miss Susi tried to explain, it's also true.
Yes.
Perhaps it can be
a training, maybe, like Miss Susi said before.
Training, but the training was they attend the training after the work hours.
Oh yes, so after work.
After work, so they still using the same clothes.
Okay, Miss Ayu, thank you so much for the answer. That was excellent. So yes, Miss Ayu is right. The situation can be either way. It could be a meeting, it could be a training, it could be a classroom. Each one is right because we are only describing from what we know. We do not know for sure what this room is, but based on our vision, based on our description, this could be either one. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now we've tried before to describe, but let's learn more. What should we do when we describe? First, when we describe something, we need to pay attention to the characteristics. Look at the object carefully. Maybe when it's an object, look at it carefully and then sort out the characteristic from general to specific. For example, when we describe doctor, the first thing to explain is the general characteristic, such as doctor works in a hospital. And then we can move on to specific, like how does the doctor work? What kind of doctor is she? Is she a dentist? Is she a pediatrician or a veterinarian? It could be many different things. Okay, so there's a picture here, a doctor. Maybe let's try to exercise and explain, to describe what is this picture? Who is this person? Okay, so maybe let's try with, let's see. How about Miss Fanya? Are you there, Miss Fanya?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Miss Fanya. Miss Fanya, could you describe to us what you see in the picture about the person?
Okay, the woman is wearing the long jacket, the white long jacket, and then she is and she's with a baby, and she's checking the baby. So from the uniform, we could see that she is a doctor.
Okay, so what kind of doctor do you think she is?
Yeah, because there is a baby there, so
Mhm.
it's pediatrician.
Yes, exactly, Miss. So she is a pediatrician, which is a
Yes.
children's doctor.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Fanya. So for anyone that does not know, there are different kinds of doctor, and for a children doctor, the exact word for it is pediatrician, or a children's
Pediatrician.
doctor, pediatrician. You can try to pronounce it. It's a very important vocabulary. Pediatrician. Okay,
Pediatrician.
that's right.
Pediatrician.
Pediatrician. Okay, one more time, everyone,
Pediatrician.
maybe. Pediatrician.
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 Okay. Okay, that's correct. Okay, let's remember that vocab and try to remember it in our heads. So maybe we could use it sometimes when we describe something else. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so we were talking about doctor, and now this is an example when we describe a doctor. So when we are describing a doctor, we can also describe the personality. Maybe when we describe this person, a doctor is supposed to be thoughtful, responsible, caring, and etc. Okay, so this is the personality that a doctor might have. So does anyone want to read the vocab that are given to try to exercise our tongue so we can speak more fluently? How about let's see. How about Pak Sigit, Mr. Sigit?
Yeah.
Mr. Sigit, could you pronounce number 4 until 6?
Professional.
Yes.
Experienced.
Yes.
Patient.
Patience.
Patience.
Yes, patience.
Patience.
Okay, that's excellent, Pak Sigit. Okay,
Thank
now, is there any other words that you would use to describe a doctor? What other words would you use to describe a doctor? Pak Sigit, is there any other words? Maybe yes?
Handsome, maybe.
Handsome. I mean, the
Because
doctor
he is man. Yeah.
Yes. If it's a man, it's not beautiful. It's handsome.
Yeah.
Very observant. Pak Sigit.
If the list is psychological description, I think I will describe the physical describe. Yeah.
Okay, that's an excellent observation, Pak Sigit. Thank you so much. Okay, so Pak Sigit demonstrated that when we describe something, it doesn't have to be about personality. It can also be about look. Since Pak Sigit mentioned, this doctor is very handsome, which is true because the doctor is a guy. It's supposed to be handsome, not beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so far we've learned that when we describe something, we can either describe a person, an object, or an activity. Now let's learn more to our ammunition. So what should we do when we describe something? When we describe something, we should add some additional information. Adding more information will make your description more interesting and complex. So for example, when we describe a chef, we can add information such as a chef should have a good knife skill because he will be cutting a lot of ingredients. And then the chef should also know how to make a dish taste good because that is his job to make tasty dishes. Okay, now let's try ourselves. Would anyone like to try to give a description of the chef in the picture? Maybe personality or maybe physical appearance? Anyone volunteer? Would like to try? Okay, how about Miss Ellie? Would you like to try again, Miss Ellie?
Come to me again.
Miss Ellie, could you try to describe the picture Who is he? What does he do? Maybe personality or physical appearance.
Yeah. From the picture, can we guess that he is a chef?
Yes.
Maybe in one restaurant or hotel.
Okay, what personality does a chef usually have, Miss?
So, humorist, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else to add? Maybe physical appearance?
Physical appearance.
What can you see? Maybe his face, handsome.
With what can we say about this kumis?
Mustache.
Mustache. Yeah. Yeah, we can't direct from this man about his what is this?
Yeah, his mustache. It's quite long.
Yeah, it's so big. My name Nick.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Yeah, big and yeah.
And long.
And
yes, Miss Ali, anything else to add, or is that enough?
Yeah.
It's enough, Miss Ali?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Miss Ali, thank you so much. That was excellent. Okay, so Miss Ali described a bit of the chef job and then his physical appearance. Now, can someone describe a personality that a chef usually has? You know, like what should a chef act like? What personality does a chef usually have? Maybe, how about Pak Aldi? What do you think, Pak Aldi?
I think the chef is cheerful, maybe.
Why do you say that?
Smile. Maybe.
Oh, smile. So you don't scare away the customer, right? So you should be cheerful. How about a skill? What skill should a chef have, Pak Aldi? What skill is needed when we cook something? Maybe good with our hands?
Good taste for his
taste buds? Good taste for his taste buds, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So a chef needs to have a good palate. So a taste is usually using the vocab palate. Palate. Palate is used when we talk about someone who is good at tasting things. For example, Mr. Bayu has such a good palate. He can taste almost anything. That means Mr. Bayu can, know the taste of something and can describe it or differentiate it. That is what is called a palate. A chef needs to have a good palate. Okay, Paldi, thank you so much. That was a good example. Let's try to move on to the next slide. Oh yeah. Okay, I will try to speak slower. Thank you for the input. Okay, so now when we describe something, this is something that we can do, is adding our own personal thoughts or experience to make the description more, personal or better. We can add our own personal thoughts or experience so that it is more intimate and relatable. Okay, so these are all some examples of a personal description. Oke, ini ada contoh deskripsi tentang menambahkan personal experience atau pengalaman pribadi seperti Susan is a good listener for me, yang berarti Susan adalah pendengar yang baik untukku. And then, how about the second and third one? Maybe Miss Aprilia, could you read the second and third example?
Okay. The waiters are so polite and smiling.
And then?
The school provides enough meals for the students.
Okay, so Miss Aprilia, in your opinion, what counts as personal thoughts or experience here? Why does the person say that?
Maybe for the waiters, maybe when the customer ask for the menu, the waiters are so what is it? Explain so good. Maybe explain what is the best food in that restaurant, and then they service very nice. So they give opinion. The waiters are so polite and smiley.
Okay, that's a great explanation. That's right. So the description could be the person is saying that the waiters are so polite atau sopan dan sering senyum, smiley. Maybe because the person have eaten at the place before. Dia sudah pernah ke restoran tersebut dan pas dia ke sana, pelayannya sangat sopan dan sering senyum. So that we can use our own experience to describe about the restaurant or the waiters. Okay, thank you so much. That was a great explanation, Miss Aprilia. Okay, let's try to describe our own experience, to describe something, adding our own experience. Mari kita coba menjelaskan sesuatu dan menambahkan pengalaman kita sendiri atau opini kita sendiri. Mungkin Miss Samsung Galaxy Prime or Mr. Samsung Galaxy Prime. Bapak or Ibu, are you there? Mr. or Mrs.?
Yes.
Okay, yes? You're there? Okay, I think we move on to someone else first. How about Miss Fanya?
Yes. What? Could you please repeat the instruction?
Yes, Miss Fanya. I want you to describe about your day, but add your own personal experience or thoughts on your day. What do you think your day went or what happened?
About the person?
Miss Fanya menjelaskan tentang hari Miss Fanya, apa saja yang Miss Fanya lakukan hari ini.
Oke.
Tambahkan personal experience atau opini Miss Fanya tentang hari ini. Apakah hari ini bagus atau melelahkan?
Oke.
Okay.
Okay. This morning, I just stay at home, and then I go out to meet someone, and then I buy something in the supermarket. And on the way I went home, there are so many people, so many. They are so crowded. They were so crowded. Yes. So it took a little long time to go home.
Oh, okay. So why do you think there were so many people? What's your opinion on the situation?
Maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they just go outside and maybe go somewhere to buy something. And then because the crowded is around the supermarket and then around the bank, something like that, around the market, something like that.
Public places.
Right, public places.
Okay, so Miss Fanya, yeah, you told us about your day on how even though it's still a pandemic, it's still already quite crowded, ya.
Jadi kecampur sama bahasa Mandarin. Right.
Yes, nggak apa-apa, Miss Fanya. Okay, so in your opinion, was your day tiring or happy, or what's your opinion on the day that you just had?
Quite tiring, ya, maybe.
Quite tiring. Yeah.
Quite tiring.
Karena pergi kemana-mana ya, Miss. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Fanya. Okay, maybe one more time. I want to ask about something that is personal to us. Maybe we could describe our own experience teaching in the pandemic. So I want to ask about Bapak Ibu sekalian, pengalamannya gimana sih ngajar selama pandemi gini? Apakah it's better, it's worse, or maybe it's very complicated? How about Miss Hudi?
Okay, my experience during this pandemic, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I think it's how to say that? It's more. Wait a minute.
Okay, Miss Sudi.
I think it's more complicated, but it's relaxing. How to say that? Because I can arrange my time freely.
Yes,
Right?
because it's work from home.
Yeah. And then but I can control the time.
Yes, so
Because if we have on-site teaching, we have a limited time, right?
yes, we
But
have to share the room.
yeah, we have to share the room, and then we have to share the time,
Yes.
the schedule, right? But
Mhm.
during this pandemic, maybe I can say that I can teach more than 8 hours a day.
Oh, wow, that's very packed.
Am I right? I think
Yeah.
so many teachers here agree with me. Yeah, because sometimes after teaching one class, and then we have to make another
Move
meetings,
on to the
or
next one. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's my experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Hudi. We can see that teaching in pandemic could be very complicated because it's very tiring when we have a class and then move on to another one. But at least we can control our own time. Okay, thank you, Miss Hudi. Let's move on to our next slide. This is connected to what we were just talking about. Let's try to add our personal experience. Let's try to describe our career. Mungkin Bapak Ibu sekalian bisa mencoba mendeskripsikan pengalaman Bapak Ibu sekalian selama mengajar di UNJ. Bagaimanakah rasanya, perubahannya, is there any improvement, or maybe something good happen, something bad happen. It can be about anything. Would anyone like to volunteer to speak about their experience of their career in UNJ? Kayaknya enak nih, ngomong-ngomonginnya nggak terlalu susah. Kan pengalaman sendiri. Selama Bapak Ibu ngajar di UNJ gimana? Anyone would like to volunteer? Okay, maybe I'll pick. Okay, how about Miss Susi?
Okay.
Okay, Miss Susi, could you describe your experience in UNJ?
I want to make a comment for this first number. I think it's a great change for me.
Yes.
According to my experience, watching students, 长大怎么说 students grow more, how to say that, more wise than before,
mature.
For their first come.
So how does that make you feel?
They just graduate from high school, isn't it?
Yes.
And then 4 years later, I think they have many big change.
Oh, they grow and change so much.
Yes, become more wise, more clever, more thoughtful,
more mature,
more thoughtful.
Yes. Thoughtful.
Yes.
Yes, and then anything
more
else?
Active. Yes.
Oh, more active.
Yes.
Okay.
So if we compare it when they first come.
Yes, that's correct.
4 years later, it's really different.
Yes, when they graduate, they're like a whole new person.
It's really different. Yes, I think it could be true, this first number.
I also agree. So, Miss Susi, how does that make you feel, seeing your students grow and change?
of course, I'm very happy for the great change. But some students,
Yes.
a little, minor of them, not really have a good achievement, I think. Some of
Yes.
them. This
There are different
make
kind of
me
students.
not really happy for this. Yes. But for the majority of the graduation students, I think they are very, very good, very different from when they just graduate from high school.
Yes, I also agree, Miss Susie. Okay, so yes, becoming a lecturer, I'm sure it has given Miss Susie a lot of experience seeing children grow. And I also agree that I'm sure all the students and lecturer in UNJ are great people that will strive to become better every day. I think that's a very good insight, Miss Susie. Thank you so much. So Miss Susie have told us about good experience and bad experience, and also adding her own personal experience. She said that she saw some good students grow and mature, become more wise, but there are also a minority of the students that are still has some growth to do. I think that's a very insightful opinion. Okay, Miss Susie, could you point out another participant to describe their experience of being a lecturer in UNJ?
Okay, how about Mr. Diki Mahendra, please?
Mr. Diki is one of our staff, Miss Susie.
I'm sorry. Okay, how about Mr. Aldi? Mr. Aldi? How about Mr. Aldi? Please.
Mr. Aldi, boleh?
Are you available? Are you available for talk? Okay, thank
Mr.
you,
Aldi,
Mr. Aldi.
available? Okay, Mr. Aldi, could you describe to us your personal experience of teaching in UNJ so far?
So far, I'm new in UNJ, but I still want to know a lot about UNJ environment. But I'm happy to be a part of UNJ and get a lot of new experience.
Okay. What about the students so far, Mr. Aldi? What's your opinion on the students so far?
So many characteristic in musik kelas musik ya. But I think
yeah. You can yes. You can continue, Mr. Aldi.
Okay, thank you. Maybe the characteristic is apa ya namanya?
Hard worker, maybe? Ambitious?
Bandel itu apa sih?
Naughty, a bit naughty.
Agak sedih.
Why do you say that, Mr. Aldi? Why do you say they are naughty?
Maybe in music basic is theory and practice. But in class theory there are sedikit menyepelekan itu bagaimana?
Oh, they don't think much of it. Mereka pikir itu tidak terlalu, it's not significant, right?
Lebih penting praktiknya itu maksudnya.
I understand. So they think that the theory is not as important.
Yes.
Okay, so but I'm sure that there are also some great students, right, Mr. Aldi? There are students who are very ambitious. They are very wants to learn, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Aldi. Okay, could you point out another participant?
Mr. Sigit.
Okay, Mr. Sigit. Mr. Sigit, are you there? Mr. Sigit is not there, it seems. How about Mrs. Ayu? Miss Ayu, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Ayu. Could you maybe this time, mungkin Miss Ayu bisa mendeskripsikan pengalaman mengajar Miss Ayu selama pandemi. Your experience and thoughts on teaching during pandemic.
experience during the pandemic.
Yes, teaching in
During the pandemic for me, if we're talking about the distance from my house to the campus, then I must say that there's a positive way to earn some time, because I'm usually having 2 or 3 hours to get to the campus.
Oh, the drive is quite long.
Yeah, or probably I have to go with what train.
Public transport.
Yeah, public transportation, which is train. Train is relatively good. I can get campus by 1 hour, but it's very exhausting.
I agree.
Yeah. So if we're talking about the distance, then I would like to say that this pandemic is really saving more time. But I must say, but if we talk about the teaching,
yes,
then it requires a lot of efforts. We have to.
Very different.
Yeah, it's very different. We have to
adapt.
Apa ya namanya?
Menyesuaikan, adaptasi, maybe.
Mempersiapkan.
Oh, prepare.
Yeah, prepare the class which is very long. We take long hours, and then I teach conversation in Mandarin. If we are on the offsite on the campus, teaching conversation Mandarin conversation is very short. We have a very short time. We can ask the student, and then they also answer in a very short time. But in the pandemic, if
it changed.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
A lot of things to adapt.
Yeah, I prepared videos on YouTube, and then prepare with some kind of activities that makes how to make students to get more active. So I have to prepare a lot of things. It is very different from the way we teach.
Yes, I think I can see that. Thank you so much, Ms. Ayu. So we have to be a lot more creative to make the students more active. Okay, thank you, Ms. Ayu. I think everyone has already done great in describing their own personal experience teaching in UNJ and also in the pandemic. We can see that everyone added their own personal experience and thoughts. For example, earlier we heard about Mr. Aldi talking about there are some naughty students, but there are also students who are very active, wants to learn. And then also Ms. Ayu talked about the teaching in pandemic. Although it is very different, it's also nice that she can save some time, nggak harus pergi naik kereta yang lama dan juga melelahkan. We can see that there are plus and minuses regarding our own experience. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Here, when we want to give a description of something, we can use two things. Firstly, we can identify. Identifying is usually what we see, and then describing is more complicated or more complex. So this is what we can do in this describing. We need to identify what are we describing, what can we see from the thing we're describing, what is it, and then we move on to description. Kita bisa memulai mendeskripsikan hal-hal yang lebih rumit seperti kualitasnya atau karakteristik, atau mungkin kalau benda bagaimana itu bekerja, atau mungkin mendeskripsikan event atau aktivitas. Aktivitas apakah itu dan siapakah yang ikut di aktivitas itu dan lain-lain. So we need to understand that. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Here's an example of describing a job. This person is trying to describe the job in which he uses two of the techniques. First, he described it generally, identify what job does he has, and then lastly, he described how his job works. Okay, maybe we could try to read and practice our reading and pronunciation. How about I would like to hear Miss Fanya. Are you there, Miss Fanya?
Yes.
Miss Fanya, could you read the first part, the identification?
Okay. I am a lawyer. I work in the criminal law department of a private law firm which is based in New York. I handle clients who are facing criminal charge.
Oke, kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia apa tuh lawyer? Miss
Pengacara.
Fanya. Benar, that's right. So this person is describing his job, which is lawyer or pengacara, and he is currently working in New York. Okay, thank you, Miss Fanya. That was great. Now, how about the second one? Maybe Miss Ellie would like to try? Miss Ellie, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Ellie, could you try to read the second part?
All of the second part?
Maybe up to the paperwork.
Paperwork. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I'm responsible for assisting them in all stages of the criminal process. Most of my time is spent doing preparation for a trial, including gathering information, reviewing documents, and doing some paperwork.
Okay, Miss Ali, excellent. So, what does he do? Dia ngapain nih kerjanya? Pengacara bisa ngapain tuh, Bu, kerjanya?
Ya, mencari data atau membuktikan atau membela membela di pengadilan gitu. Apa tuh bahasa Inggrisnya?
Pengadilan itu trial.
Trial itu pengadilan. Okay.
Trial is pengadilan. So, thank you so much, Miss Ellie. So, on the sentence, it is said that the person works gathering information and then preparing for the trial. Trial itu adalah pengadilan di mana where we judge someone. It's the process where the lawyer defends a client and vice versa. Okay, now for the second part, maybe I would like to hear Mr. Aldi.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Aldi, could you read from even to until the end?
Okay. Even though the work is exhausting, it's also very satisfying, especially when I can prove that my clients are falsely accused of being criminal. It's also rewarding since I can help them getting away from serious penalties.
Okay, Mr. Aldi. So, what is his thoughts on his job? Apa tuh opini dia tentang pekerjaan dia? You can see from the sentence, exhausting but also satisfying. What does it mean, Pak Aldi?
Membela seperti itu.
Very satisfying and also exhausting. Kira-kira artinya apa tuh, Pak? Okay, anyone in the participant maybe can help? Ada yang tahu nggak arti exhausting dan very satisfying?
Capek, melelahkan ya?
Yes, benar sekali, Pak Aldi. Exhausting itu melelahkan. Tapi walaupun melelahkan, this person says that even though the work is exhausting, it's also very satisfying atau memuaskan sekali. Karena dia bisa membantu orang-orang untuk tidak kena pidana. He can prove them innocent. Do you think it's the same with teaching, Mr. Aldi? Mengajar juga melelahkan tapi memuaskan nggak, Pak Aldi?
Ya, memuaskan.
Tercapai. Yes, it's sometimes tiring, tapi memuaskan banget ya Pak Aldi saat melihat our students grow and develop to a better person. Okay, thank you so much, Pak Aldi. That was great. Let's move on to the next slide. let's try to learn our vocabulary. Sekarang kita akan mencoba melatih vocab kita atau pronunciation. So there are a few words. So we're going to try to read the word and then the definition of it. Let's try with maybe perhaps Miss Aprilia.
Yes.
Miss Aprilia, could
yes.
you pronounce the word and then the definition?
Okay. Lawyer. A person who is trained and qualified to advise people about the law and to represent them in court and to write legal documents.
Okay, so a lawyer tadi itu pengacara ya, Miss?
Yeah.
So let's check your pronunciation.
Lawyer.
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 Oh yeah. Okay, maybe everyone try to pronounce it too. Lawyer.
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 R di belakangnya ini ya, apa? Seperti
R-nya itu, yes, very faint. Kayak hampir nggak kedengeran gitu. So it's only lawyer. The
Lawyer.
R is not heard. It's not heardable. Let's try one more time. Lawyer.
Lawyer. Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Okay. Everyone seems to be having to be able to pronounce it. Now the second one. How about Mr. Sigit? Mr. Sigit? Mr. Sigit might be gone. How about then Miss Ayu?
Yeah.
You read the word and then the definition. The second one.
Responsible. Having the job or duty of doing something.
Oke, kalau bahasa Indonesia kira-kira apa tuh, Bu?
Bertanggung jawab.
Benar sekali. Responsible is bertanggung jawab. Let's check the pronunciation.
Responsible.
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 Okay, everyone, let's try to pronounce it. Responsible.
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 Okay, excellent. That was great. Now let's move on to the third one. Miss Susi.
Exhausting. Making you feel very tired.
Okay, dalam bahasa Indonesia kira-kira apa tuh, Bu? Exhausting.
Melelahkan.
Benar sekali.
Melelahkan.
Exhausting is melelahkan. Let's try to check the pronunciation.
Exhausting.
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 Okay, let's try to pronounce it. Exhausting.
Exhausting.
Exhausting. Okay, excellent, Miss Susi. Okay, now the fourth one. The fourth one should be quite complicated for if your tongue is not that used to it. Okay, Miss Ali, would like to try?
Ini apa lidahnya ke bahasa Jerman nanti nih, jadi oke.
Oke, coba bahasa Inggris kita.
Ya, coba. Thoughtful.
The definition?
Showing that you think about and care for other people.
Oke, kira-kira bahasa Indonesia apa, Bu Eli?
Perhatian.
Betul sekali. It could be perhatian atau peduli.
Peduli ya.
Okay, now let's check the pronunciation.
Thoughtful.
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 Okay, everyone, let's try. Thoughtful.
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 Okay, it's a little bit hard, but you can practice maybe at home. It's using the sound. Thoughtful. Thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Ali. Last one. Let's have maybe Miss Hudi. Would you like to try?
Of company.
Okay, the definition?
To travel or go somewhere with somebody or something.
Okay, bahasa Indonesia kira-kira apa, Bu?
Nemenin ya.
Ya, betul sekali. Menemani seseorang.
Betawi, nemenin.
Nemenin kalau bahasa Betawinya.
Bahasa Betawi.
Okay, let's try to check the pronunciation.
Accompany.
Accompany.
A company.
A company.
Company.
Okay.
Company.
Let's try to pronounce a company.
A company.
Company.
A company.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sudi. Let's move on to the next.
Lawyer.
Responsible.
Exhausting.
A company.
Oh. Okay, now let's try a quiz. This is a quiz. This is a description of someone, and everyone has to guess. I'm going to read the description, and then anyone could try to answer who is being described. Who am I? Someone who vocalizes musical sounds with tone and pitch, and uses his or her own voice to produce music. I may sing solo or in a group, and are oftentimes accompanied by instrumental music. Kira-kira siapa nih, Bapak Ibu sekalian?
Singer.
Singer. Yang lain setuju atau ada beda?
No, maybe the arranger. Ini itu apa ya?
Musician.
I may sing solo or in a group. Someone who vocalizes musical sounds with tone and pitch and uses his or her own voice to produce music.
Ya, betul, Miss Sudi. So, singer. Oke, udah confident banget nih. Kita cek jawabannya.
Singer.
Betul sekali. The answer is singer. Because benar, tadi Miss Sudi bilang, I may sing solo or in a group. So, it must be a singer. Let's move on to the next one. I'm someone who fixes things. I work in a garage. I can fix both cars and motorcycles. But mostly, my customers these days are using cars. Siapa nih kira-kira?
Can I answer it in Indonesian?
Ya, boleh.
Montir.
Oke.
Montir.
Bisa jadi. Kalau bahasa Inggrisnya yang tahu nggak kira-kira ini?
Mekanik.
Technician. Bukan.
Mekanik.
Bukan.
Car mechanic.
Ya, mekanik.
Mechanic.
The answer is mechanic. Let's see the answer. Benar, mekanik atau Indonesianya montir. Okay, let's move on to the next one. My job requires a great physical endurance and strength. I may work outside my country once in a while. I can work in the office or at the field sometimes. My job's focus is to protect my country and my people. Siapa nih kira-kira, Bapak Ibu sekalian? Army?
Soldier.
Betul sekali. It's either soldier or army. Soldier itu untuk orangnya. The person is a soldier, but the company or the unitnya itulah army atau ABRI. Okay. Excellent word. Seems like everyone is already understanding the how to describe. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now let's practice. This is a picture of a job or a person. Does anyone want to try to describe the job? Maybe
To catch the criminal. Catch.
Yes.
The criminal.
Okay, what else can you say about it? Ada yang bisa nambahin?
Make people feel more safe. Make people feel safer.
Yes.
Safe.
When there are police, we must feel more safe. What else?
Safe. Okay.
What do they do? What kind of different type of police are there? Maybe traffic police, or maybe investigation police, or drug police. Gimana? Maybe Pak Aldi?
It looks like not the traffic police.
Oh yeah,
They
it's
are
not
not look like traffic
Densus
police.
88.
Bisa jadi karena di gambarnya ini bukan traffic police. Ini lagi nangkep seseorang ya.
Yeah, it's take a nap.
Yeah.
It's the drug police.
Yes, it could be drug police. It's like something catching a culprit atau ngegerebek ini kira-kira kayaknya nih. Orangnya ditangkap terus dibawa ke mobil. Okay. I think everyone is already have a good understanding. So remember, when we describe something, we can start from general, like for example, what they do or what they usually do, and then move on to specific. How do they look like? What exactly are they doing right now? Mereka lagi ngapain nih spesifiknya? Kayak tadi kan awalnya kita bilang ini polisi, tapi kalau dilihat lebih dalam, kayaknya ini polisi narkoba or drug police because they look like they are arresting someone. Okay, let's move on. This is the last exercise we're going to have. This is a very familiar scenery. Mungkin Bapak Ibu pernah ngerasain nih selama di UNJ. Does anyone would like to describe the situation?
As the
UNJ's
experience.
Benar. UNJ flow. Ada yang punya pengalaman nggak nih nge-share sama kita semua pengalaman Bapak Ibu sekalian pas banjir di UNJ gimana? Apa pas lagi ngajar
Ini
basah?
kali nih, Bu Hudi Yukti nih kayaknya nih.
Wah, boleh tuh. Could you share to us? Anyone would like to share their experience with UNJ's flood? Banjir UNJ.
Yeah, I think I have once experience.
Okay.
I was teaching in DE
yes.
building, and then some students put their bag in the floor, on the floor. Okay, and then I know that there's big rain outside, but we don't pay attention for that because we were so serious study something, and then some students said that there's water from I stood in the front of the class, and the student in front of me, and then there was apa itu namanya water from behind my ngomongnya apa sih Mas, di belakang saya tuh gelundung. Aduh cius lagi
Mengalir.
Iya, from my back.
Oh.
I don't mean from my back, ya.
Yeah.
From
my
the,
bottom.
Yeah, itu behind me, and then there's so many water there, and then we put all our bags on us, and then we go out, and then water in DE buildings.
Oh my God, that seems like a scary experience. Uncomfortable.
It's not
uncomfortable.
Scary, but it's fun.
It was fun.
Fun. Lebih menyenangkan ya Bu.
Gak naik ke atas kursi.
Yes, that's a fun
Indonesian
experience karena
people
beda.
always fun. Indonesian people.
Yes, even it's flooding, it's fun. We can have fun. Okay, maybe one more. How about Pak Sigit? Do you have an experience with the picture?
No, but I have maybe different experience, but I want to tell you some story.
Okay.
When the condition like that. I lived in Karawang, so in the morning I went to campus as usual, and there's no one taught me the situation in
No one told
UNJ.
you.
Yeah, no one taught me about the situation in UNJ. And when the train, I went to the campus by train. So when the train crossed the Cikarang, it's looked flood everywhere.
Oh, it's flooded.
Yeah, it's flooded everywhere. So when I arrived in Jatinegara train, someone just told me the situation, and I can't go to the campus, so I have to
go back.
Yeah, went back to the house, to my house, and I had to wait for the next train for going back.
So you wait long again.
Yeah, I mean that.
So you already work hard, try to go to campus, and then when you arrive, you have to go back.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sigit. It was an
Yeah.
annoying experience, yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you for sharing with us, Mr. Sigit. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that is all we can try to describe things. We've learned so many things. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so we've reached the end of our lesson. So let's look back on the things that we've
Halo Kak Latif, suaranya hilang.
Suara hilang.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can hear you.
Sorry about that. Okay. So let's look back on what we've learned today. So there's a few things that we learned today. Firstly, describing. When we describe something, there are three things that we can do. We can either describe a person, an activity, or an object. So there are three things that we can describe. And when we describe something, we should add our own personal experience or thoughts to make it more personal. And then when we describe something, we can use two techniques. First, we identify, kita identifikasi nih apa yang kita jelaskan. And then secondly, we describe it, how it works. For example, when we describe a job, we first talk about the general things on what the person do, and then we can move on. What exactly do they do? How does it work? And etc. And remember, when we describe something, it can be about anything or anyone or anything at all. So you can describe about how's your day been going, your experience in UNJ, or for example, a flat UNJ. I think that is all I could help to, I think that is all we all could learn today. I hope everyone had a great time. They can learn so many new things and increase their confidence in speaking in English. So I think that is all from me. Thank you all so much, Bapak Ibu sekalian, atas perhatiannya. And I will return it to our host, Miss Kak Andara, dipersilakan.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih banyak Kak Latif atas pembahasannya hari ini. Udah sangat bagus sekali sih menurut saya. Udah sangat jelas nih. Udah bisa tersampaikan dengan jelas. Baik, selanjutnya mungkin Ibu Bapak semua mohon untuk tidak live dulu karena nanti kita bakal foto-foto. Tapi sebelumnya saya mau minta kesan-pesan atau saran untuk kegiatan hari ini nih. Apakah ada yang ingin menyampaikan saran kesan-pesannya? Apakah mungkin Kak Latif kurang nge-zoom nih mukanya atau suaranya atau kurang jelas?
Kecepatan nih.
Mungkin kecepatan. Ada yang ingin menyampaikan sarannya?
Pakai bahasa Indonesia boleh?
Boleh, Ibu.
Mas Aldi ini ketawa-ketawain saya mulu, awas ya. Itu Mas
loh, dia galak loh itu.
Mas Latif duduknya kejauhan.
Oh, kurang dekat ya, Bu?
Saya nggak bisa lihat mukanya.
Terus mau apa kalau mau lihat muka? Aduh.
Mana tahu orang ngajar itu dan diajar tuh kan pengen lihat muka. Besarnya doang.
Penting ya, sih penting juga sih.
Besok-besok di zoom dikit badan.
Oke, siap. Oke, tadi udah mau di zoom, udah mentok nih. Kayak besok-besok harus deketin lagi. Apa enggak? Latifnya harus lebih deket ke kamera ya. Oke, Bu Edi, terima kasih banyak. Mungkin yang lain ada yang ingin menyampaikan saran atau kesan-pesannya lagi? Ada yang ditambahkan?
Saya Mbak Andara.
Iya, boleh Bu Beli.
Mas Latif bicaranya agak lambat sedikit ya, maaf kita.
Oh iya, siap Bu.
Ini udah di atas 50 jadi agak lama nih.
Ibu kalian di atas 50, kita mah masih 40.
Masih muda ya, lupa saya. Lupa. Boleh agak lambat sedikit. Ya, tapi sudah. Ya.
Bu Yakti kali yang 40, kita mah 30.
Biar aja yang penting nggak sama ngomongin.
Bilang 60 malu saya.
Baik, semuanya terima
tapi
kasih.
udah bagus, artinya kita udah mengerti gitu ya, diajar.
Oke, baik. Nanti kedepannya akan lebih diperbaiki lagi ya dari sisi kameranya dan juga intonasi Kak Latif nih bakal dipelanin lagi.
Siap.
Oke, apakah ada yang ingin menambahkan lagi?
Saya mau nambahin dikit.
Boleh, Bu Susi,
Tadi
silakan.
yang kosakata baru itu ya. Misalnya tadi kayak dokter anak gitu ya. Kita dengar bunyinya ya kan, tapi nggak lihat tulisannya kayak gimana. Ntar tahu bunyinya nggak tahu tulisannya. Ya, bahasa Inggris dengan tulisan kan sering nggak matching ya kalau menurut saya gitu.
Iya betul. Oke, baik. Nanti berarti tulisan untuk kata-kata barunya akan dimasukin nanti kita ada kayak review ulangnya gitu nggak sih kalau
Atau pakai ini mungkin pakai apa? Kalau pas lagi kata-kata baru mungkin pakai apa? Share screen pakai whiteboard nih mungkin. Mungkin.
Boleh. Iya benar-benar.
Siap, Bu.
Betul, terima kasih. Ada yang ingin ditambahkan lagi? Sudah cukup? Oke, baik. Kalau gitu, kita langsung aja ke sesi foto-foto. Semuanya bisa dinyalakan kameranya.
Jangan marah ya Mas Latif, itu saran.
Iya, siap, Bu.
Muridnya soalnya.
Agak sipit saya.
Oke, semuanya siap. Foto ya. 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Terakhir, 1, 2, 3. Oke, baik. Terima kasih Bu Bapak semua sudah mengikuti kegiatan
Terima kasih.
hari ini.
Terima kasih Mas Latif.
Sampai
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu.
minggu depan. Terima kasih.
Mas Latif, makasih banyak.
Thank you juga Bapak Ibu. Sampai jumpa minggu depan.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Izin nih.
Pamitan ya, Bu. Bu, Bapak pamit.
Bu, silakan. Tuh kan lebih dekat disuruhnya. Saya tuh bilang.
Udah kameranya depan langsung depan mulutnya udah. Itu gimana ceritanya itu pakai whiteboard buat pronounce dah.
Mantap.
Ada kan whiteboard?
Ada di Zoom.
Maksudnya mukanya kelihatan. Wow.
Di sini kali.
Pas kan?
Halo. Halo, aku Joili.
Om Samsung.
Ya.
Samsung. Ya, Pak Samsung.
Mukanya kan dari cahaya tuh lebih terang. Dari sini sih pasti lighting ada kan Mas. Kayak lebih enak gitu ngajar itu deket gitu. Jadi jauh gitu. Kayak ngomong sendiri gitu kan. Deket. Lebih baik ini deh. Menurut saya yang mendingan kayak gini. Atau enggak berarti yang kamera ini jerong kecil aja kan masih.
Mungkin kalau di display mereka tuh ini kali ya, kelihatannya kan PPT-nya doang. Jadi mukanya Latif juga kurang kelihatan, ya nggak sih?
Iya, kayaknya pasti deh gitu.
Iya, soalnya fokus kedua objek kan mereka.
Emang jadi mukanya harus kelihatan banget.
PowerPoint sama muka.
Biar mereka fokus.
Udah auto balik ke lab lagi udah.
Itu baterainya mati. Pencet ya?
Iya, kesenggol pas sama kursi.
Bagus lemari aja udah. Bukan sebenarnya. Berarti benerin dihilangin aja Mas. Lebih bagus. Pakai lemari bagus kan?
Bapak Axel.
Naon?
Dipanggil tadi Bapak.
Apa?
Disuruh baca Bapak tadi.
Panik gua.
Dilemparnya ke Axel.
Untung pas gua ngeliat masih bisa keep up lah. Oh tiba-tiba pas di akhir ya. Panik. Mohon maaf sinyal saya hilang, langsung gua gituin. Hah? Kalau bisa ditunjuk. Mohon maaf sinyal saya hilang, jadi nggak bisa jawab.
Kalau sekarang gimana sih Latif?
Naikkan dikit deh. Kayak sedada Latif mungkin ya. Tapi nanti Joily-nya nggak kelihatan. Gendongnya lah, gendong.
Ini nggak kelihatan.
Tadi kayak gitu tip.
Iya dimajuin.
Bawa gajah.
Belajar bareng sama Joily.
Bawa turun laptop sama ini aja. Ini biarin aja.
Laptop sama mic.
Iya. Ini biarin aja. Semuanya biarin.
Tab biarin.
Cium dong.
laptop sama mic sama tas ya.
Terzolimi sama Latif.
Nah itu benar. Agak ngejum.
Iya, itu baru dimajuin bagus.
Bener kan komplain di frontans kan?
Iya, nggak kelihatan kejauhan.
Nah itu kalau berdiri.
Nah, kalau diri udah ngomong sama perut.
Hancur perut banget.
Iya. Ini bagus gini kan? Oh, ini nggak kelihatan. Tapi ini dipakai kan? Ini pengumumannya dipakai nggak?
Itu sih nggak terlalu banget sih Mas.
Ya.
Tapi enak banget ngajar pakai tab.
Nggak gitu ya, ribet.
Enak begini ngajar kayak gini sumpah.
Cakep deh. Ya, coba berdiri lagi ketutupan nggak pohonnya? Itu kan kita pindahin.
Kalau duduk, oh iya, tertutupan.
Bangku Latif deketin sama bangkunya Joyli aja.
Tapi gimana?
Sempit nggak? Mejanya majuan dikit apa enggak?
Muat nggak sih?
Muat gitu.
Berarti agak ke kirian dikit kali Mas ya pohonnya.
Terhidup lagi.
Nah, udah bagus banget.
Agak kananan dikit deh kameranya.
Apanya?
Kamera. Ke kanan dikit. Kiri. Kanan. Mana sih? Ya itu. Nah, ya kayak gitu.
Ini lebih enak ya?
Iya, dekat. Pas.
Pas loh. Kedengaran agak kelihatan menurut.
Nah, iya, iya.
Tapi kalau diri pasti Latif kepotong nih.
Iya.
Jangan diri.
Ya, talk to the belly, man. Gak apa-apa, dah kan permintaannya gitu.
Emang mereka mau ngeliat muka doang kok.
Lebih bagus.
Iya, cakep.
Tadi kecil banget.
Iya, kayak ada kosong banget.
Ngomong sendiri tuh. Suaranya doang.
So, ini terlalu sampai kepala gitu no.
Kalau gini langsung gini.
Ini lebih enak tuh meja.
Nah, dari situ aja udah.
Sambil jongkok begitu ini.
Jadi gini tinggal lihat. Cuman sayangnya nggak kurang tinggi ya meja.
Bagus nih ngajar mejanya samping gini kan.
Iya, enak banget ya.
Kayak presenter gitu loh.
Nggak ribet.
Antara lu
Kirain saya dua loh satu orang.
sampai ganti-ganti.
Dari satu sini dua orang kirain.
Itu Joyli berdua. Sekarang gerak sendiri.
Joylinya di meja apa enggak?
Ayo Pak Diki baca.
Baca apa?
Tadi lu suruh baca tuh.
Hah?
Iya, dipanggil.
Dipanggil tadi.
Pak Diki.
Oh iya.
Iya.
Langsung gue rename tuh makanya jadi LCU.
Langsung gue bilang itu salah satu staff kita.
Gitu enggak?
Tadi gue lagi ini.
Ini lebih enak nih.
Coba tangannya.
Iya.
Tangan kiri ya.
Asik kan?
Iya.
Lebih enak gini loh.
Iya, Latif jangan terlalu nyender sih.
Kalau meja yang satu lebih enak, kursinya satu lebih enak.
Iya.
Oh, ini enggak apa-apa.
Enak.
Ya.
Iya, nggak repot banget.
Lebih enak ini lah.
Aduh.
Pantatnya
Ya, lebih enak gini ya dipandangnya ya. Iya. Benar gak sih? Mejanya satu gitu. Ini lebih bagus lah. Ini aja nggak apa-apa. Iya. Oke lah, oke ya, kayak gitu ya.
Oke
Tapi nggak bisa bangun dong kalau kayak gitu.
Nggak bisa diri.
Iya, nggak bisa diri.
Nggak usah diri.
Bagus sih ininya, tapi nggak bisa diri.
Kayak dari semua kelas yang udah gue hostin semuanya minta untuk di Zoom ya.
Di Zoom. Ini lebih enak nggak? Kalau lebih dekat ya mukanya ya?
Iya.
Apa kurang dekat?
Segini cukup kayaknya.
Kalau sekarang sih kelihatannya bisa enak-enak aja ya nanti, tapi nggak tahu dosen sebenarnya mintanya kayak gimana, close up-nya semana.
Nah, udah cukup lah.
Dekat banget ya, kayak
Hah? Enak kayak gini ya?
Agak pecah jadi kayak emang gue doang deh. Iya, emang gue doang deh.
Lebih jelas sih. Coba kalau sembari share PPT ya.
Ya coba.
Ya.
Kelihatan nggak mukanya?
Tetap aja kecil-kecil juga kan.
Kecil ya?
Bener udah.
Kelihatan nggak? Apa kecil?
Sebenarnya kalau di gue masih kelihatan sih segini. Di atas.
Kalau yang pakai HP tuh mungkin
Iya.
ada nggak bisa lihat.
Coba digedein agak gede. Ya, kurang ini. Ngalahin ini nanti. Oh iya.
Gitu lumayan.
Bagus. Iya. Udah ideal sih sebegini.
Iya, mending lagi.
Ini nggak ada colongan, mau pakai ini ke situ. Berarti ini aja nanti meja ini dimajuin. Oh iya bisa. Meja operatornya dimajuin, kamu jadi lebih dekat. Ini cukup. Kedekatan. Ke atasan coba mas. Nah, tapi bener-bener mukanya Latif doang di situ. Oh gitu. Iya. Mukanya dekorasiannya cuma seperempat.
Iya, jadi kayak sama aja make ini nggak sih kamera depan lab gitu.
Sama aja bodong.
Kayak emang apa sih?
Pakai laptop.
Kayak gini tuh malah dikomenin.
Kursus FBS aja pakai lab langsung. Nggak usah pakai diri.
Biar nggak di ini lagi.
Udah yang penting materinya kan. Iya. Daripada di komenin dulu itu mas mukanya di zoom. Kalau misalnya kayak di zoom kameranya jangan dibentuk kamu kesini mukanya mana deketin aja kamera gini. Udah maksimum.
Tapi yang gua nih dua kali kan.
Emang face pakai ini aja, yang face to face aja.
Gitu lah menurut saya. Oke.
Udah kok di stop recordingnya?
Belum.
Iya terus sampai maghrib.
Bensin nggak apa-apa.
Kalian puasa bukber di sana?
Nggak jadi bukber.
Nggak jadi. Sakit sih parah. Siapa lagi yang rename Andara jadi Levi?
Saya.
Wibu. Tadi kasih sama Wibu.
Gue punya tahu jaketnya.
Apaan?
Dia punya jaketnya.
Oh itu Scout Legion.
Keren.
Ntar disamperin anak FF.
Shinzo Sasageo.
Bisa gak sih nyari boneka gajah kayak gitu?
Bisa deh. Halo teman-teman, aku hari ini akan mengajar describing things. Kita hari ini belajar describing things.
Ayo.
Ini masih recording.
Jujur. Ya,
Oke, kalau terbegitu aja lagi.
Sore dewa, minasan. Sayonara.
Mata. Mas, mata.
Otsukaresama desu.
Mata ne.
Ayo, gozaimasu.